Hello and welcome back to the channel. So you're going travelling and have decided to visit Myanmar, formerly known as Burma. Great choice, as you'll be discovering a land that's full of wonder and tradition. Food in Burma is a big part of the culture, and I have compiled a list of 11 foods that you must try when visiting. So in no particular order, let's begin our countdown. Number 10 on our list is Laphet Thoke. Did you know that Burma is a big producer of tea, but it is largely consumed within the country itself rather than exported? It is believed that tea production began 800 years ago in Burma, and today it is grown in the foothills of Shan State, where the temperate weather provides ideal growing conditions. A vast majority of it is eaten rather than drunk. Yes, that's right, Burmese people consume more tea by eating than by drinking it. Tea is eaten in a dish called Laphet Thoke, which is a salad dish that is consumed either as a snack or as a dish in a main meal. Young tea leaves are picked and fermented in vats or underground for 3 to 6 months at a time before they are served mixed with fried legumes, peanuts, vegetables and a small amount of chilies in a traditional salad. You can easily find Laphet Thoke as a dish on restaurant menus or from street vendors. Burmese people will also serve Laphet Thoke to house guests as a snack to make them feel welcome. Number 9 on our list is Pyote. Pyote in Burmese is literally translated as boiled peas, and this is what this dish is: boiled yellow peas. The peas are sprouted before being boiled and eaten, usually for breakfast. The sprouting provides the peas with increased nutrients, and this dish is suitable for vegans. Burmese people do not usually make this dish at home. Instead, they would purchase this from street vendors who would hawk their wares early in the morning. If you want to buy some pyote, make sure you get up early in the morning, as the vendors only make one batch a day. The peas are usually eaten with a type of flatbread called balata, or with sticky black rice, both of which are delicious. Number 8 on our list is Shan Noodles, or Shan Khao Swe as it's called in Burmese. This is a dish that originated from the Shan region of Burma, which is a region to the east, but it can now be found all over the country. It is a noodle dish made with rice noodles and topped with either marinated pork or chicken. There are 2 versions of this dish, a noodle soup version in which the noodles are served in a clear, flavourful broth. The other is a dry version in which the broth is served on the side as an accompaniment to the noodles. What makes this dish particularly flavourful is the addition of pickled mustard greens as a garnish. It just wouldn't be Shan Khao Swe without the addition of mustard greens. You should be able to get hold of a steaming bowl of Shan noodles from roadside vendors, or if you are in Yangon, I'd recommend paying a visit to 999 Shan Noodle Shop, as this is a dish that they specialise in. Number 7 on our list is Burmese tofu salad. This is another dish that originates from the Shan region of Burma. It is a salad dish in which the main ingredient is Burmese tofu. However, do not confuse Burmese tofu with a more common type of tofu, which you will have heard of, that is made out of soya beans. Burmese tofu is made using chickpea flour and is yellow in colour instead of white. The yellow colour comes from the addition of turmeric powder. In a Burmese tofu salad, the tofu, or tobu as Burmese people call it, is sliced into potato chip-sized pieces and mixed together with other ingredients such as garlic oil, cilantro, chilies, tamarind juice, shrimp powder, fish paste, peanut and kaffir lime leaves. These ingredients are then mixed together in a bowl and served to you. The taste of this salad is totally unlike Western salads, as the saltiness of the fish sauce and the sweet and sour notes of the tamarind juice are the first notes to stimulate your palate. Then as you chew into the tofu, it finishes off with a soft, creamy consistency. Burmese tofu salad is a popular street food, and if you want to try it, just pick any of the street-side vendors that you like the look of. If you want to try it in a restaurant surrounding, then Nan Taik in Yangon is well worth a visit. Number 6 on our list is Burmese Milk Tea. I had mentioned previously that the Burmese like to eat fermented tea leaves in a salad called Laphet Thoke. Well, they are also big tea drinkers, and a visit to Burma is not complete without sampling the local brew. Be prepared to have your tea strong and sweet, because that is the default way of serving it. The tea is served white by the addition of both evaporated milk and sweetened condensed milk from cans. Fresh milk is rarely, if ever, used in tea. Although alcohol is available in Burma, the culture evolves around tea houses where people would meet up to socialise with friends, to discuss politics or to catch up on the latest gossip. You don't have to walk far down the street of any town to come across a tea shop. Just go into one and sit down on one of the low plastic stools gathered around the table. When you have ordered your tea, it is usual for the waiting staff to bring you snacks such as samosas, Chinese donuts called yudia, or various fried pastries to your table that you haven't ordered. Don't worry, this is quite normal and you only have to pay for the snacks that you eat. The rest they will take back. So to sample authentic tea culture, do visit one of the traditional tea houses, or Laphet Thoke as they are called. However, as they tend to have mainly male clientele, a new breed of upmarket tea houses have started appearing to appeal more to ladies and families. One such shop is called Rangoon Tea House in Yangon. At number 5 we have palm toddy, or tanye as it's called in Burmese. Tanye is the second beverage on our list, and it is a fermented sap or juice from palm trees. Palm toddy is made in the countryside where the palm trees are grown. How it is made is that brave young men with a head for heights would climb up to the top of a tree during the evening time and chop off the front and hang a ceramic pot underneath the branch to collect the dripping sap. The sap is left to collect in the pot where it would ferment naturally. The fermentation process gives the juice a mild alcoholic content. The pots are collected 2 times a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. The toddy collected in the afternoon having a slightly higher alcohol content. The drink is pale white in colour and has a slightly sweet taste to begin with, finishing off with a mild sour note. It is also a refreshing drink to have on a hot day. You will not find Burmese palm toddy being sold in the cities. Instead, you will have to go out into the rural countryside to get hold of some. If you are in Mandalay, you may be able to get hold of someone with local knowledge or go on a tour so that they will drive you an hour or so to a village that makes the toddy. Once there, you can experience the toddy under a palm thatched hut. At number 4 on our list we have Shwe Yin Aye. This is the first dessert on our list and it's called Shwe Yin Aye, which literally means golden heart cooler. This dessert is eaten all year round in Burma, but it is especially popular in April time when it's Thinjan or the Burmese New Year. It is made with delicious pieces of sago, agar jelly, sticky rice and bread covered in a chilled sweetened coconut milk. Very refreshing on a hot summer's day. Because this dessert does not contain any milk or animal products, it is suitable for both vegetarians and vegans. The best place to experience a bowl of Shwe Yin Aye if you're in Yangon is in Bojo Aung San Market, or Scott Market as it was formerly known as. At number 3 on our list we have Burmese rice and curry. You should not visit Myanmar without having a traditional meal, which is Burmese rice and curry. Rice is a staple in all Burmese households and the accompanying dishes are called hin in Burmese, which is the Burmese equivalent of curry. Burmese curries are generally less fiery than their Thai counterparts and use less spice than Indian curries. In most Burmese curries the main flavourings are garlic, onions, ginger, turmeric and paprika. So the use of heavy spices such as cumin and garam masala is not common. Fermented shrimp paste or ngapi also provides the basis for many Burmese curries, and this adds a pleasant umami note. Unlike Western food culture where each person has their own dish, the various dishes are placed centrally in the middle of the table and shared communally. Burmese people also eat with their right hand, although the use of a spoon and fork is also just as popular. The reason that people eat with their hand is because Burmese people love mixing in the oily and oniony sauce or gravy in a curry into their rice before placing it into their mouth. This makes for a very pleasant and satisfying experience, so why not try eating with your hand while you're there? A good place to eat rice and curry in Yangon is at a restaurant called Feel. The variety of curries and dishes that they offer means that you will certainly find something that you love. If you're in Mandalay, a must-try restaurant on your list would be Downland Ji. In this restaurant, the dishes are served to you on a downland, which is a big tray, and allegedly this is how dishes were presented for dinner in the Burmese royal household in the last century. Either way, this restaurant presents the customer with authentically cooked Burmese dishes that are delicious. At number 2 we have Ohno Khao Swe. This is Burma's second most popular noodle dish and it's made with soft flour noodles served in a spicy coconut and chicken broth. It's called Ohno Khao Swe, which literally means coconut noodle in Burmese. Burmese people have a fondness for putting garnishes on top of their noodle dishes, and this dish is no exception. It's usually dressed up with an array of crunchy noodles, chopped cilantro and onions, chili powder, and a squeeze of juice from a wedge of lime. An especially indulgent topping is coagulated duck's blood, which gives the dish an extra layer of richness. This dish is so popular that it has been adopted and adapted by Burma's neighbour, Thailand, who call their dish Khao Soi. Make no mistake though, Ohno Khao Swe is the original, and if you're in Burma, it's well worth eating a bowl or three. One place I'd recommend for eating this dish while in Yangon is called Sun Pya Do Ji. At number 1 we have Mohinga. So we've reached the number 1 spot on our list, and I guess you can call it the national dish of Burma. It's another noodle dish called Mohinga. Burmese people are so proud of this dish that it was served to Barack Obama while he was on a state visit. Mohinga is made with a rice vermicelli noodle served in a thick fish broth. The fish used in the dish is catfish, but don't expect the dish to have an overly fishy taste, because the broth is flavoured by an array of ingredients including ginger and lemongrass, which works in harmony with the catfish. As I mentioned earlier, Burmese people love to top off their noodle dishes with an array of garnishes, and this one is no exception. Usual garnishes include lime juice, cilantro or coriander, chili powder, crunchy pea fritters and slices of hard-boiled egg. So you can basically customize this dish to just the way you like it. As this is a national dish, you can get it almost everywhere in Burma, from fuss-free street-side vendors to posh hotels. If you're in Yangon though, a place worth checking out is a restaurant called Malmya Dul Cho, which specializes in this dish, and they have several locations across the city. Okay, so thanks for watching, and that was my list of the 10 foods you must try in Myanmar. Please subscribe for more content. But this video is titled 11 foods you must try, so here is number 11, which is optional. In some Southeast Asian countries such as Cambodia, Laos, Philippines and Thailand, there are ethnic groups of people that eat field rats, and Myanmar is one of those countries. You will definitely not find rat on the menu in the cities, so you must venture out into the rural parts such as small villages. I have not tried it myself, but I've heard that it is quite delicious and tastes like a cross between chicken and pork. You may be able to find it for sale while you are out on an excursion for palm toddy. If you do see it for sale, give it a go and leave a comment down below as to how it tastes. You will definitely earn bragging rights. Again, thanks for watching and see you next time.